Welcome back to the channel, guys. Economic Prepper here. Hope you guys are doing very well. If you're new to the channel, please drop a like for your video. Also subscribe to the channel. I want to ask a quick question for you guys. How many of you guys recognize what type of vegetation this is? We've been talking about preparation. We've been talking about growing food as a result of preparation for any type of massive economic event, any type of destabilization of our society, and food shortages. What type of vegetation do you guys see here? And also, I want you guys to tell me, comment down below, how many of you are actually leveraging where you live to grow food in and around your property. This before you guys, you don't necessarily have to have some big property to prepare, to prep. You can actually take your apartment, if you have a balcony, as long as you've got access to some sunlight, you can actually grow food from just about anywhere. As long as you've got soil, you've got water. Of course, this is assuming that we don't continue to be impacted by droughts and so forth. But if you're just watering just a small garden, that can actually help you out quite a bit. Got to remember here, guys, the goal here is to reduce our reliance on the main system. We don't want to have to be entirely reliant on the system, because the moment that there's a shutdown, the moment that there's a lockdown of some sort, the moment grocery stores are shut down, I mean, it can happen. Can you imagine you went to the grocery store because you're empty, your pantry's empty, your refrigerator's empty, you decide you want to go to the grocery store, and some economic event causes Walmart to shut down, Costco to shut down. We're already seeing Walmart shutting down now. Look at this here, guys. It's all about reducing our reliance on systemic food. Guys, what type of plant is this? Have you seen this before? And if you know what it is, drop me a comment down below. Now, guys, we have talked about multiple forms of preparation, but one of the most important preparations that we need to be talking about is economic preparation. And with that comes, how are you making your money? Do you have one source of income? If you only have one source of income, it's kind of like a single point of failure, right? If that source of income dries up for whatever reason, whether your company decides, hey, we need to cut back, we need to reduce headcount, that's an issue, especially if that's your only source of income. Now, let's just say you have a stable job. With the price of gas going up, and we're not expecting it to go down anytime soon, right? You gotta ask yourself, how much am I going to be able to absorb in terms of added fuel expenses if fuel prices continue to go up? Comment down below if you know exactly how much you spent on fuel last month. I would love to hear from you guys. And it's going to get to a point where you have to really consider how cost effective your method of getting to work is. So, for example, if you go from spending $400 a month on fuel to, say, $1,200 a month, maybe even $1,600 a month for fuel, you're going to have to reconsider, or at least give it some strong consideration with regard to how long are fuel prices going to be staying at these levels, right? Do I need to consider a different type of car, a more fuel efficient vehicle, right? Maybe we need to consider a hybrid vehicle, maybe a smaller engine vehicle, perhaps a electric vehicle. Perhaps we need to find a type of business or company that we can work from that would allow us to not even have to commute to work, but more or less work remotely, and then you're isolated from the surge in diesel prices, the surge in gasoline prices. This is all part of preparation, you guys. If you guys, if you have friends and family who are not aware of what's going on, please share this video with them. Also, drop a like for the video if you've made it this far. I don't know if you guys heard, but the latest major warning, which is going to hit the East Coast eventually, probably in the next several weeks, but California recently has indicated to farmers that they need to stop, they're being urged to stop watering their crops. Can you imagine this, guys? Imagine you're a farmer, and running a farm, if you're a farmer, that's a business, right? but the impact of the businesses, the impact of a farmer's business ends up on our grocery store shelves. So if farmers can't plant and produce crops, what do you think our grocery store shelves are going to look like? I don't care if you shop at Publix, Walmart, Kroger, Aldi. Every one of these grocery stores, Piggly Wiggly, all of these grocery stores are getting their inventory from farmers. So what do you think is going to happen when farmers get to a point where, okay, not only are we being told by the federal government or by the state government that we need to limit how much water we're using in terms of watering our crops, our fertilizer is going up in price drastically. Diesel fuel is going up in price drastically to a point where we can't even operate our farming equipment to continue to generate and grow crops. What do you think is going to happen? This is all these are parts of a whole. President Biden previously warned us that food shortages were coming. I don't think that many people thought that the food shortages would be coming in the form that they're coming in. Meaning, like, I think a lot of people felt like, okay, how is the Ukraine war, how is the war between Russia and Ukraine going to affect us and affect our food supply, especially when the breadbasket of the world is the European, some of the European countries that are at war. We produce our own grain, we produce our own wheat and so forth. Why do we need to depend on them? Food shortages are coming in a different way than what we previously expected. The writing is on the wall, you guys. We only have a limited amount of time, and we gotta get the word out. We have to get the word out, and the sooner you start prepping, I don't care, because I got a lot of you guys let me know how expensive it is, and I know some of your budgets are tight, but one thing at a time, even if it's just one thing at a time, one more item in the pantry at a time, and let me know if you want some ideas on some low cost, long expiration items that you could just start your pantry prepping with. I'd love to share that with you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys understand what you can do, like some good ideas, items that you can just kind of start your pantry prepping with. But if you want some very inexpensive, very cost-effective, dollar effective items that you can get your prep started with, definitely hit me up in the comments down below. And I'm pretty sure our community is going to help you guys out with that, because we're all doing this. We've been warned that rolling blackouts are to be expected coming this summer, right? Now, the Biden administration has been making a huge push toward green energy, clean energy. Well, what's going to happen when more and more people, more and more Tesla vehicles are available to be purchased, when more and more Ford Lightning trucks are available to be purchased, right? What's going to happen when we really max out and really just overload this electrical grid that we have, right? We're going to see blackouts to the extent that we've never seen. Now, what's one of the most impactful things that we're going to see as a result of this blackout? Well, guess what? If you don't have cash on hand, you can't buy anything, because guess what? All of these different venues, grocery stores, they're accepting credit cards, but the only way that they're able to accept credit cards is because they have credit card processing machines. Well, when there's no power, the only way that you're going to be able to get that transaction cleared is by using cash. So drop me a comment down below, hit the like button if you made it this far in the video. Let me know if this information was useful to you guys. I'm going to keep bringing content like this to you guys. I hope it is helpful. If you've made it this far, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate our community, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.